Hello everyone, this is Evie, the Original Master here, and today I'm here to tell you guys a little story about my experience to my very first GalaxyCon live stream. So today it is February 13th, 2021, and GalaxyCon had a live stream today, and it was another Super Mario Q&A live stream that was held. It was held today at noon Eastern Time, and it was once again the Super Mario voice actors, which were Charles Martinet, Kenny James, and Samantha Kelly. It was those three actors once again, and it was a virtual live stream event. So I was able to participate in that one is because that I was able to join the live stream by simply putting in my email. Then GalaxyCon actually sent me a link to the live stream itself. Then I watched the whole live stream, the whole Q&A live stream. And I have to say that this was a pretty underwhelming experience, is because that sadly my question that I asked in the live chat didn't get pulled from the moderators of the live stream. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, in the GalaxyCon live stream that I participated in, there was this blue ask button that you click on where you'll be able to, where you can ask your questions or send in your questions about the actors, the voice actors for them to answer, and then the moderators of the live chat probably pulls out the questions out of random, and then they are displayed on screen once the host is done talking with the actors themselves. So literally how a GalaxyCon live stream works is that first the host brings in the actors, they talk with the actors for a little bit, the actors then tell their experiences with their jobs, and then afterwards that's when the Q&A is held. And sadly, like I've mentioned earlier, my question was not pulled into the live stream. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew that my question would never get pulled out. And it's so ridiculous, is because that I knew this was going to happen. Is because that here I am finally participating in a Super Mario Q&A live stream that finally asked the big question about with Samantha Kelly and her role as Toadette. I was going to finally participate and ask that question for it to not be pulled out. And it's bitter shame. It's bitter shame is because that I adore the Mario characters. I adore the actors. And there is no way I was going to pay crazy amounts of money just to do a one-on-one video chat with one of the actors just to spread across my question, just because the Q&A didn't bother pulling the question that I specifically asked in the live chat. So in conclusion, GalaxyCon Q&A live streams are not really worth your time. I'm sorry, it isn't worth your time. It's because that if you participate in the free Q&A live stream, 9 times out of 10, the question that you ask will probably most not likely not get pulled out. And this is really, and yeah, I'm a little disappointed that my question never got answered or wasn't pulled out. And I knew this was going to happen, is because that there's a lot of questions being asked. Not all of your questions will get answered, and I understand that. But for the fact that I keep hearing the exact same questions over and over again from these panels, it's just really a shame. It's because that I want to hear something different. I want to hear something that I've never heard before. And here I am, finally going to be able to do that opportunity for it to just be thrown out the window. And another thing that I wish that that could have happened is that I think it would have been even cooler if it was some other person hosting the event or some other guy interviewing with that said actor. If you think about it, there are no videos out there of Samantha Kelly being interviewed by somebody else that isn't in a con event. It's always a con event. It's always like a GalaxyCon or a Comic-Con or stuff like that. It's always those events where most likely Samantha Kelly participates in. She never gets interviewed by like big YouTubers, like I don't know, like a Nintendo themed channel. She isn't being interviewed by Nintendo YouTubers. It's always these con events, and I think that's the problem. And no offense, is that I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I just wish that these other channels can reach out to these actors, to these Mario voice actors, so it can be like a more fair Q&A. In fact, here's another thing I want to bring up real quick. Last year, I actually participated in this YouTube live stream where somebody interviewed oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. There was some mucus in my throat there. So as I was saying, last year in 2020, I've actually participated in this one particular live stream where somebody was interviewing with Kenny James, the voice of Bowser, and I was actually in that live stream. And surprisingly, the guy in the live stream who was hosting it actually pulled my question. And one of my questions were, what are your thoughts about Bowser Jr.? What are your thoughts about Bowser becoming a father to Bowser Jr.? And my second question I asked, what if there was a boss battle in a Mario game where Bowser becomes like a psychotic circus clown? Because if you guys didn't recall, in Super Mario Escape from Bowser Island, which was my fan-made Mario movie made with Roblox, I actually had the idea of Bowser becoming like a circus clown because he flies around in a clown car, and it kind of makes sense. And Kenny James actually liked the idea. He actually found the idea amusing. He actually enjoyed that idea. And I might actually go back and watch that live stream again if I can find the link to it, and just fast forward to the part where the guy in the live stream answered my question. And another thing that I also wish that could happen is that if these actors had social media accounts, so I guess they can probably like post pictures of their daily lives, or they have YouTube channels where they can do their own live streams. Like if Samantha Kelly had her own YouTube channel and she does her own live streams, then I can kind of almost see her getting to more questions out there instead of being in these con events and stuff like that, because con events, they're always not the best, because that 9 times out of 10 your questions that you ask will not get pulled, and you're left out in the dust. So since this happened, I'm afraid that I'm not going to participate in another GalaxyCon live stream then. Is because that my questions sadly didn't get pulled in the live stream. I know that I don't want to participate in another live stream where the same thing happens again. This was my first time participating in a GalaxyCon live stream while it was being lived on their website. And even though the experience was fun, it kind of sucked that my question didn't get answered when I asked specifically to Samantha what are her thoughts of Toadette as a character, and how she came up with the voice of Toadette. Like, how does she came up with that sweet, childish voice of hers? Because Toadette is very childish, that's her character, and it fits well with her. Alright, so that's the video. It's going on 8 minutes, and so bottom line is, I honestly think you guys shouldn't participate in these live streams. This is my suggestion, is because that if you try to ask a question, in the questions tab, if you click on the ask button, just cross your fingers that your question gets pulled out, because if it doesn't get pulled out, then that's how it is. Or unless you pay crazy amounts of money to have a one-on-one video chat with the actors. I mean, that could have been a thing, but man, I just wish there was a better way than this, because you literally have to pay like $60-some just to have a one-on-one chat with one of these actors. No, that's way too much. No way. I wish those were what if those were free? If those were free, then heck, that would have been even more cooler if that was free. But no, you have to actually pay for it just to have these one-on-one video chats. All right, I'm done here. I'm done rambling. So yeah, that was my experience on a GalaxyCon live stream, and yeah, it's really disappointing. I feel a little bit under the weather, but I can get over it. Yes, you can get over it. I can get over it. But yeah, it kind of stinks that my question didn't get pulled out. But hey, it is what it is. But at least with that Kenny James live stream that I participated in last year on YouTube, at least I got my question answered from that live stream. So thumbs up, I guess. But yeah, whatever. All right, so that's the video, you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with more content. Goodbye.